While the original film of the saga was shot entirely in New York City because of a limited budget, John Wick 4, on the other hand, is gonna be a globe-trotting adventure. So stick around as we reveal the locations we're gonna be treated to in John Wick 4. First up, Reeves and Stahelski tease Jordan, and more. Originally a stuntman and now a director, Chad Stahelski has many plans for John Wick's fourth outing, and it's not just beautifully choreographed action sequences. When a franchise goes past the third movie, it needs to bring something new into the mix. Whether it's changing up its formula, changing the cinematography, or expanding the universe, there needs to be something that fills cinema seats when it releases. And John Wick 4 is expanding the Wick universe. In a recent interview with Keanu and Stahelski, the pair teased the locations Wick will be visiting in the upcoming movie. Keanu mentioned Paris and Berlin, while Stahelski chipped in and teased Aqaba, Jordan as being an important location in the movie. Is that a spoiler? Well, the actor seems to think so, because as soon as the director mentioned Aqaba, Keanu joked that he was giving too much away. Stahelski also mentioned that he wanted the world of John Wick to feel larger than ever before, with the titular hero visiting multiple locations across the world to discover things we haven't seen in the series so far. And Berlin, Paris, and Jordan are very likely just a few of the various locations we'll be seeing John visit in the movie, since the director stopped mentioning more locations the moment Keanu quipped that he was spoiling stuff. That's alright, Chad, we'll just go see it for ourselves. Next, the fourth entry has to go big or go home. The first movie was released to an overwhelmingly positive review, especially from fans of Keanu. The action star was reborn. It was really like watching a grounded version of The Matrix. But the production of the movie started with a limited budget. According to director Chad Stahelski, they'd stretched their schedules to their absolute limits. Keanu, Stahelski, and the entire production team fought for what they believed in making the movie on a relatively meager budget. The entire movie takes place in New York City, with recognizable places such as Delmonico's in Lower Manhattan being the exterior of the Continental, and a chase scene being filmed on Church Street. New York is a pretty big playground for directors, but Stahelski wanted more. So, to the second movie, the team used a slightly bigger budget to travel to Rome, where the 1800-year-old baths of Caracalla and the Museo Central de Risorgimento were used as set locations. But a majority of John Wick's second chapter still took place in and around the New York metro area. The third chapter, Parabellum, took the cast and crew out of New York and to Montreal, with Keanu and Halle Berry traveling even further to Morocco. Parabellum really upped the ante for the franchise, making use of its $75 million budget to expand filming locations and give the fans extended action sequences. Keanu and Stahelski are perfectionists when it comes to their work, and the actor in particular tries to ensure that the final product we get is worth our time and our money. That's just nice guy Keanu for you folks. And now, John Wick will suffer even more than ever. So Wick's going international in the upcoming entry, and from the teaser footage shown at CinemaCon, we see the veteran assassin wielding nunchucks and riding a horse through the desert. But Stahelski has also promised fans that he'll suffer once again. Seriously, how much can that guy suffer at this point? He's lost his wife, his dog, he was excommunicated from the criminal underworld he once considered a brotherhood, and he fell from a building the last time we saw him. What else is there to make him suffer with? Well, the director says that Wick hasn't run the emotional gamut just yet. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Stahelski said that he and his team keep finding new and interesting ways to make John Wick suffer, and that's where they find the action too. They give him a story that causes him great suffering and then design it backwards. He's already lost the most important thing in the world, his dog. So what else is there to lose, really? But both Keanu and the director are keeping things close to the chest. The actor teased that every chapter features one attack on the character, and much like the author, they take it one chapter at a time. Finally, John Wick 4 will conclude an emotional thread. Keanu and Stahelski are great secret keepers, but the director teases fans a bit more. Last year, we thought that the title of the movie had finally been revealed when the movie wrapped production. Samir Anderson, who had been cast in an undisclosed role, uploaded pictures on Instagram that revealed a gift bag with the words John Wick Hagakure stamped across it. Hagakure is the name of a book written by the samurai Yamamoto Tsunetomo and translates to Hidden by the Leaves. It sounds like an apt title for the movie, in our opinion, and that makes it for a killer gift idea too. But the director recently said that the movie doesn't have an official title, except the preliminary John Wick Chapter 4. The cast and crew members watch the movie in its entirety once it finishes production. Once they feel like they know what the movie's trying to make them feel, they then try and find a word that best describes what they're going for. So we'll be on the lookout for the title when Stahelski or Keanu drops it. The director also teased that the movie will conclude an emotional thread that's been established in the story so far. There are characters being introduced who will have a lot to say about John's past, and of course, his present. And we're apparently going to be getting John Wick filled with existential crisis this time around. And for once, we're going to be able to relate to him. We can't do what he does, but we sure understand that existential crisis. As for the action, fans can be rest assured the director hasn't skimped on it this time. He revealed that he and his team brought action teams from all over the globe, including Japanese, Bulgarian, and French stunt teams who will be bringing new and fresh fresh ideas into the action of the movie. From the looks of it, which is set to release on March 2023, it'll probably be Chad Stahelski's love letter to action cinema. We're just happy to be getting more Keanu action, honestly. And now for other news. Keanu returns in new John Wick poster. In April, Chad Stahelski revealed new information and new John Wick 4 footage at CinemaCon. One piece of media we got to see was a neon-themed promotional artwork featuring Keanu Reeves as the titular hero. The artwork was displayed on a huge array with multiple panels of his signature shoulder-length hair, sleek black suit, and handgun. The current working title, John Wick Chapter 4, was displayed in bold red and green lettering, and cherry blossoms bookended the entire poster. It was simple, yet effective, and it showed us what we needed to see. Keanu Reeves as a badass once again. The inclusion of cherry blossoms is intriguing because it alludes to the book we mentioned earlier, Hagakure, which is the rumored subtitle of John Wick 4. It also means that John Wick might visit Japan in the upcoming sequel, since the third movie ended with John Wick fighting Japanese assassins. The Yakuza holds a seat at the high table, so it makes sense for our hero to go there to dismantle the organization in the land of the rising sun. John Wick's spin-off to begin filming in summer. CinemaCon gave us a significant update on John Wick's spin-off Ballerina, which will be led by none other than Knives Out star Ana de Armas. Lionsgate announced that the spin-off will begin filming this summer. The movie will be helmed by Underworld co-creator Len Wiseman, with a screenplay by Shay Hatt, who's known for Army of the Dead and John Wick Chapter 3. De Armas has made an appearance in John Wick 3 as a young ballerina who is also training to become an assassin, but the spin-off will focus on her getting revenge against the people who killed her family. We don't know much about the plot yet, considering everything is still under wraps by the production team. Still, we do know that the actress will bring fresh energy to the franchise, considering her minor yet energetic role in No Time to Die. To put it simply, Ballerina is in good hands, and fans should feel excited. The Continental adds 5 new cast members. Deadline reports that 5 additional cast members have been added to the Continental's cast. Joining Colin Woodall and Mel Gibson in John Wick prequel will be Mark Musashi, Marina Mazeppa, Katie McGrath, Ray McKinnon, and Adam Shapiro. McGrath, who we all know from Supergirl, will play the adjudicator, while Shapiro will play a guy called Lemmy. Colin Woodall will be cast as young Winston, navigating a gritty 1970s New York, before eventually becoming the owner of the Continental. The series will drop later this year, and will have 3 90-minute episodes. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. So, what do you think of John Wick's upcoming globe-trotting adventure? Are you excited about the Ballerina and the Continental? What are your predictions for both? Tell us in the comments. As always, hit that thumbs up icon if you liked our video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future uploads. Till next time.